I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Burkhalter, you representing your cases by your attorney Joel Vasquez. Attorney Vasquez, how you doing?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Vasquez, do you waive a record in Ms. Burkhalter's cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Burkhalter, in cause number 23CCCR0256, I have before me a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Haley Lene Burkhalter, on or about July 29th of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class B misdemeanor offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2A. Ms. Burkhalter, do you understand what you've been charged with? And to discharge, Ms. Burkhalter, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No comment.
Now, Ms. Burkhalter, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges? Ms. Burkhalter, I also have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishment, is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. You recognize this document?
Yes.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials, HB, on the line next to a box is checking the contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document? On the next page of the same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes.
And on the next document that's titled trial court certification of the defendant's right of appeal, you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that's set. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. You understand that statement?
Yes.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. You understand that statement? I also have before me a document that is titled discovery certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Now, Ms. Burkhalter, before you sign and initial all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Vasquez, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Ms. Burkhalter, are you a citizen of the United States? State, I have before me States Exhibits 1 and 2. States 2 is the misdemeanor plea. States 1 is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. States 2 is the probable cause affidavit. State, would you like to offer States 1 and 2 in evidence?
Yes, Judge.
No objection.
No objection. States Exhibits 1 and 2 will be admitted. Court will take judicial notice of States 2, which is in the court's file. Mr. Vasquez, you've advised and counseled Ms. Burkhalter. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
And Ms. Burkhalter, your attorney, Mr. Vasquez, is advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
No.
Has he provided fully effective and competent legal representation? Ms. Burkhalter, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers are freely and voluntarily given, and also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargaining agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
What is the agreement?
In exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest, the state has offered to the defendant to serve 30 days in Jefferson County Jail, giving her credit for 30 days. Time served, tax retired court calls. We're also going to dismiss 23CC CR 0863 and 23CC CR 0861.
Okay, Ms. Burkhalter, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you've already served 30 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the time that you have already served. The court costs in this case will be taxed and retired. That simply means that you will not be required to pay the court costs because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Ms. Burkhalter, do you understand? And also, Ms. Burkhalter, the state will be dismissing cause numbers 23CCCR0861 and cause number 23CCCR0863. Ms. Burkhalter, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes.
You think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just? And do you accept the state's offer? Ms. Burkhalter, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreements that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Burkhalter, if you do not have anything else holding you in jail, you should be getting out of jail today. And Ms. Burkhalter, you're going to stand in front of the clerk to my right, follow her directions. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day, and this will conclude the calling of the court's jail review docket in County Court Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas, on today's date of July 21st, 2023. Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day. And you are excused.